Hey guys, it's your guy in the chair here, and look, week 6 is wrapped up, so we're moving into week 7, and look, overall, week 6 was a pretty weird week, man. We got some weird storylines going into week 7, man. Look, the Giants are 5-1, the Packers don't look like a very good team at all, the Cardinals look absolute shit, there's just a lot of craziness going on around the league, man, and look, before we get into these week 7 picks, I just want to go say, one, my overall record going into week 7 is 53-41. We're looking to build upon that. But before we get into that, look, I just got to get something off my chest, man, due to the fact that look, you see the jerseys, you know I'm a Ravens fan, die hard. I've been a Ravens fan since I was a kid, and I just have to get this off my chest, man. Look, this like what we just recently did is just push me over the edge, but I'm going to talk about what built up to that. Look, of course, everybody knows about the Lamar Jackson situation, his contract extension. Is it going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Is he going to be in Baltimore? Is he not going to be in Baltimore? I've had countless arguments over the offseason with friends, other people in group chats, and just, random people that I see in my stores, at work and stuff like that. And I've just, been trying to convince myself, Lamar will stay. The front office, the Ravens will figure something out. They'll be able to make sure that this kid is the future quarterback of the franchise. But more and more, week by week, they are just proving that essentially that's just not the case. They're not only are they proving that essentially Lamar is probably not the franchise, they're proving that either we're about to just rebuild completely or just be absolute shit, man. Because I don't know what these guys are doing. First of all, it's not hard. We have been begging. Like draft experts, analysts, everybody has literally had wide receiver next to the Ravens' offseason needs, whether it be for the draft, free agency, whatever it is. Wide receiver has been there the entire time since Lamar Jackson's gotten drafted. They have been begging for the Ravens to get a receiver for this young man's potential to skyrocket, because he's already a phenomenal player. He just needs a wide receiver one to really space out the offense and really give him something, a weapon to work with. And other than Mark Andrews, and they decide we can get Hollywood Brown. They decide to get Sammy Watkins. They decide to get Rashad Bateman, Devin Duvernay, Tylan Wallace, James Prochet. They decide to get Demarcus Robinson. They decide to get Dez fucking Bryant. And now, for whatever reason, now granted, Rashad Bateman I'm not mad about. Prochet just, look, he's just running a lot of hills for no good reasons at all. He's just doing a lot of off-season workouts and doing all these motivational quotes just to prove that he's not getting any reps. James Prochet, I don't even know what to say for him at this point. But look, the Ravens signing Desean fucking Jackson just proves that that's a slap in Lamar's face. That's a slap in the team's face. That's a slap in Baltimore, the fans' face. Like, now, actually, it's a slap in their face. I got punched in the face. That's a punch in my face. Like, I got jumped. I damn near got jumped after I saw that news. For them to sign Desean Jackson, to make that seem like that's going to fill any hole, that's going to help us do anything out there on that field as far as blowing leads or expanding leads or anything like that, Desean Jackson ain't going to do shit out there, man. That nigga runs one route, a fly. He's 35 and he can run one route that we barely even throw. What is Desean Jackson going to do out there? And granted, Desean Jackson is going to catch his little 60-yard bomb. He's going to catch a touchdown, trust me. It always happens. Desean Jackson catches one touchdown, 2 plays later he's hurt. Going to happen again this year, man. It's not even the Ravens' curse. It's Desean. The Ravens, look, he's going to get hurt, and the Ravens don't even have nothing to do with that. That's just Desean Jackson. He's 35. I don't understand where the Ravens get off thinking that that's going to help anybody do anything this year as far as the Super Bowl goes. Granted, I still think we're going to win the Super Bowl because I'm not losing hope. I just think after this season, the future is looking very bleak for Baltimore, man, because Lamar doesn't deserve this. The Baltimore does not deserve Lamar Jackson, clearly. Like they've shown that John Harbaugh's ways are outdated. They decided to keep, first of all, like I said, they're continuously just showing Lamar that they don't care about him at all, man. And instead of firing Greg Roman and giving this offense some sort of new identity, trying something new, we decide to fire our 10-year defensive coordinator, Wink Martindale, who's gone to New York and turned that defense a complete 180, giving them a brand new attitude and made them have confidence in themselves. If Wink Martindale was here In Baltimore, this defense, like the Ravens, would more likely be 6-0, man. I promise you that, even with Greg Roman on that sidelines. But for them to fire Wink Martindale, keep Greg Roman, and John Harbaugh just continuously looking there like a deer in fucking headlights, calling all these fourth down plays. Granted, it wasn't a lot of fourth down plays being called last week, but it's just those in general and these crazy mistakes that he's making, man, and just these baffling fucking decisions that the front office keep making. They're proving it continuously that Lamar Jackson is just not the future of this franchise. And look, it's going to hurt my soul when this young man leaves this team, because I think that's the direction that this is heading in. I was very... Like, I didn't want it to happen. I don't want it to. I still don't. I want Lamar Jackson to sign for the rest of his life in Baltimore, man. But I don't blame him if he leaves, because this is ridiculous. You got players complaining about, not being fed. And this is multiple occasions. Hollywood Brown tweeted out, how you going to have soldiers and not use them? J.K. Dobbins is very fed up with the fact that he's continuously taken out. Granted, he did have a slight knee tightness or some injury at MetLife, so you really don't want it to go any further than that, because the MetLife Stadium field is terrible. But it's just, at this point, man, I'm so heartbroken. Like, the Ravens are just disappointing me week after week at this point. Not even, honestly, it's beyond the blowouts. Signing Desean Jackson is a cry for help. It's a cry for help, and honestly, nobody's going to answer. And I can't even answer at this point. Like, I don't have an answer. I don't know why the fuck we signed Desean Jackson. And granted, like I said, maybe Desean Jackson goes out there. No, Desean Jackson's not going out there and going to have a great season. He's going to go out there and do what I literally just told you. He's going to catch that deep 60-plus yard touchdown, that touchdown bomb. 2 plays later, he's going to get hurt, and it's just going to be the same situation all over again. Rashad Bateman, please just come back as quickly as possible, Brad, because there's no answer here. But look, I'm done with that. Let's get on to these picks, and let's just move into Week 7. All right, so first up, look, for our Thursday night game, we got the Cardinals versus the Saints. Look, DeAndre Hopkins is back, and while I do not think that DeAndre Hopkins solves majority of the Cardinals' problems, first of all, the play calling is horrendous, but like DeAndre Hopkins can probably fix that, honestly, with just his spectacular catch ability. But I mean, the play calling is terrible. The Cardinals, Cliff Kingsbury just looks like he really is losing it over there on that sideline. Like, he's not really able to coach this team to the best of his ability. I'm not sure what's going on here, but look, the Cardinals are literally in a must-win situation. The thing about the Saints is the Saints are in a lot of winnable situations. They are in winnable games. They just don't have the quarterback to take them they don't have the quarterback to take them to the win. Like, they don't have Andy Dalton and Jameis Winston just aren't guys that are going to be, that you can rely on to close games out. They're probably going to lose it. Like I said, the Cardinals are literally in a must-win situation here, because look, it is DeAndre Hopkins' first week back, and I'm not sure. I'm hoping he's out there for a majority of snaps, because Hollywood Brown's out and Robbie Anderson is literally just joining the team. D-Hop already knows the playbook. I'm hoping that the Cardinals come out here and honestly get this win. Like I said, they are literally in a must-win situation, because you lose here, your season looking real bleak, man. It's not really going to get much brighter for you guys. You guys really got to figure it out here on Thursday night. Get it together right now. And like I said, it's really based off the fact that the Saints just don't have a quarterback to close games out. If the Saints had somebody that I could actually have faith in to close the game out, I'd probably be picking them to win this game. But because the Cardinals are in a literal must-win situation, I feel like the Cardinals have no choice but to win this week, or it's really not going to get any better for them. I think the Cardinals pull it out. Granted, I've gotten most of my Thursday night picks wrong, so the Saints might win this, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because Chris Olave is announcing that he's supposed to play on Thursday, so it's looking to be a pretty good matchup. It's going to be a much better matchup than the last 2 Thursday night games we got. But either way, look, I got the Cardinals winning this one 27-24. But like I said, my Thursday night picks have not been the best. So if I start off slow, don't be surprised if the Saints win. All right, so for our Sunday slated games, our first game up, we got the Browns versus the Ravens. Look, I'm getting this game out the way because I have to watch Desean Jackson suit up in a Ravens uniform. And it's crazy because I've been talking so much shit on Desean Jackson for years. And now I got to watch this motherfucker. I got to watch this dude suit up for my team, and I got to root for him because I don't have a choice, because he has to put up points for us. He has to do something out there to help the offense look better, because it's just, oh, God, why do we have to put faith in Desean? No, I'm not putting faith in Desean Jackson, but, I mean, actually, I kind of am, because there's no Rashad Bateman out there, so somebody, look, we need help. We need help, and I guess that's all the Ravens consider what help is, just old-ass vets. I don't know what the hell is their problem, man. Eric DaCosta. I'm so sick of the Ravens being praised for their front office moves. Like every time during the draft, they have amazing drafts, and this Ravens front office is painted as this luxurious place and the Ravens way, and everybody wants to join this team and be a part of this culture. This culture has fallen off fucking fast, man. Granted, this has nothing to do with the game this week. Like I said, I mean, well, it has a lot to do with the game. It's just over my overall sense of where this season is headed for the Ravens if they do not turn it around right here. I do think they are very capable of beating the Browns. The Ravens could be 6-0 right now. That's the thing. Like they can be 6-0. Personally, I haven't seen a team that's actually beaten the Ravens. The Ravens have just been beating themselves this entire season. Like that's the thing. There's not been a team that actually came in and dominated the Ravens from start to finish. The Ravens have come in, started off hot, and they just fall off completely. And it doesn't make any goddamn sense, but there's plenty room for improvement, and it needs to happen this week, and it needs to happen for the rest of this season, because the schedule is a nice little cakewalk. If the Ravens play to the best of their ability, the rest of this season can be a cakewalk. Now, the Browns, look, Nick Chubb is a monster, and the Ravens do have enough on that side on the defensive side to contain the run game, not completely stop it, because like I said, that's Nick Chubb over there. Jacoby Brissett, though, is proving week by week that he's just not a starter, though, and so Jacoby Brissett's not going to win this game. The Ravens better win this goddamn game. I know I give a fan perspective and a non-fan perspective. This is my perspective period this week, guys. My fan perspective is all the rants I'm going on because I'm just so sick of this, man. Desean Jackson. Who would have thought? What's next? Who else are we bringing out of retirement? We are literally the butt jokes of the NFL. People are saying we're about to sign Shannon Sharp back. We're looking to sign Terrell Owens. We already tried to do that back in the day and got Derek Mason instead. So now that's just becoming a joke again. I'm just done. But look, I got the Ravens winning this one 26-20. I hope I'm right. That's all I can say. All right, so next up we got the Bucks and the Panthers. Tom, what the hell are you doing, man? What is going on, bro? Dude, if I can't tell it, like, when you announced that you wanted to come back for one last season, one last hurrah, you upset the entire world. We thought we were done with you. But now, at this point, we just feel like you're running from family troubles at home because you're not you don't look like you're ready for football, bro. I don't know, like, the team's morale, the team's chemistry in general is just off. It's just not. You lost to the Steelers, bro. You lost to Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph. I'm sorry, bro. You got to get it together this week. The Panthers are literally tanking. PJ Walker last week did not throw the ball past 20 yards, or maybe he did, but it wasn't more than once. Like they literally did all checkdowns last week. They're just throwing to McCaffrey in the backfield. They're not even trying to win these games, bro. They just cut Robbie Anderson. Terrace Marshall's about to take that wide receiver 2 spot. Your defense is amazing. You need to be Tom Brady this week and absolutely dominate, brother, because it's getting bad. Now, I don't have much to say on this. Like I said, the Panthers are literally taking calls for players. They are not trying. They are tanking. They need picks. They are going to start this whole thing over. You just need to win. It's as simple as that. I got the Bucks winning this one. If you don't win, there's hell to pay because you're already on the hot seat, brother. Not the hot seat is like you're going to get fired. You're Tom Brady. You're not going to get fired. But you're on the hot seat as far as just, dude, you're Tom Brady. You can't stink it up. You can't be Tom Brady and stink it up like this, man. But I do got the Bucks winning this one 23-16. All right, so next up we got the Falcons and the Bengals. Look, the Falcons have been the best team so far. I think they're undefeated against the spread, or something like that as far as Vegas odds go. They're undefeated against the spread. They are a very competitive team. Arthur Smith really has this team looking very competitive, period. Like, these guys have a lot of heart. They play with a lot of grit. And it's something that has actually impressed me these past few weeks. Marcus Mariota is actually balling out. Granted, they did take advantage of a very depleted 49ers team last week because they just have so many injuries on the defensive end. And they missing 5 pivotal starters. But it's like, they still got, the Falcons still won pretty impressively, so I got to give credit where credit is due. Like I said, they did take advantage of a depleted Niners defense, but they took advantage of it pretty well. They actually dominated, so kudos to them for doing that. But this week they are going against the Bengals, who still, in my opinion, have a lot of things to figure out to be that consistent offensive threat that they were last year, and this will be a pretty close game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons won here, but just because the fact that the Falcons did come off a pretty good win last week and the Bengals came off a much-needed win last week, The Bengals home advantage here is the reason I'm probably going to go with the Bengals here. Wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons won, though, because like I said, Arthur Smith has those boys competing out there. And sometimes Joe Burrow just doesn't look like Joe Burrow. Or at least this year, he's looked like he's on and off of that Super Bowl hangover. Hopefully, he's getting over that hangover now and starting to play some more consistent good football. We'll see. Hopefully, Jamar Chase is ready to play some good football this week, too. You versus A.J. Terrell. You definitely need a good... That's going to be a good matchup. I'm excited to see it. But I'm going to pick the Bengals here to win this one 28-24. Like I said, just don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Falcons win. It's like with the Falcons and Jets now, it's like you never know. You don't know what type of teams you're going to get during those weeks. Don't be surprised, but I got the Bengals winning this one. So next up, we got the Lions and the Cowboys. Look, Cooper Rush, you did the best you could, brother. Look, you did a great job, actually, because after the first week, people thought the Cowboys wouldn't even be at this position to be competing for a playoff spot in the NFC East or in the NFC period. So you did a really good job, boss. You held it down as much as you could, but it's Dak's time to step back into this spot. One, because we need to see what Dak can do. The last time we saw Dak, he stunk it up against the Bucs pretty badly. He was waving the white flag. He wanted to get off that field. He didn't want to be a part of whatever was going on that night. And now it's your time to turn it around and see what this Cowboys offense or what this Cowboys team actually looks like with their quarterback one under center. Granted, the Lions are a very competitive team. Dan Campbell normally has these guys, competing in very close games. I got the Cowboys winning this one, though, because, look, Dak is back. I think he's been waiting very anxiously to get back on that field and play. The Cowboys definitely need to bounce back. It's just the Lions are coming off a bye week, and while the Lions did need that week of rest due to the fact that they had significant injuries, I just think that the Cowboys are going to come out here. They're ready to re-energize themselves. They kind of needed that loss to just humble themselves. Like I said, Cooper Rush's undefeated streak couldn't last forever. It had to end at some point, and the Eagles are just that damn good. So yeah, but this week I got the Cowboys winning this one 30-24. All right, so next up we got the Jags and the Giants. Look, the Giants have been thoroughly impressive so far this season. I have to give credit where credit is due. They are 5-1. Wink Martindale did have that defense looking incredible on Sunday. Made Lamar Jackson do some shitty things in that fourth quarter. Kudos to you, Wink. I miss you so much. That Mike McDonald is... I hate Mike McDonald, man. Got us looking like a bunch of butchers out there. But it's okay. Look, Jags and Giants. I'm going to go with the Jags here because, one, Vegas for whatever reason has them as a 3-point favorite. So there's something there that Vegas knows that we don't. I understand that's probably not the best analysis, but to just base my prediction off Vegas. But Vegas seems to know a lot of stuff, man. They literally put out a boost saying Herbert was going to. They literally put out a boost on Monday for saying that Herbert would throw a touchdown, and you can bet money on that. Dude didn't even do a touchdown. Vegas knows something. So this would be my upset for the week. I think the Jags really win this one. Granted, the Giants can win, but the Jags are at home. I don't know. They came off a really close loss last week. Maybe the Giants get humbled this week, man. This might be a sneaky one for them. The Giants are coming off. That was a very big win for the Giants as well. So this probably is the week for them to get pulled off their high horse. So the Jags probably do sweep the rug under them or pull the rug from under them and get this dub. I got the Jags winning this one 24-23. All right. So next up we got the Packers versus the Commanders. Aaron, it's your turn. It was Tom's turn with the Bucs and Panthers. It's your turn for this one. Look, you better not lose to the Redskins. That's all I know. All I know is you better not lose to the Redskins, bro. I understand there's a lot to figure out on that offensive side. Mainly, you just need to find someone who can consistently catch a ball because you're doing the best of your ability, bro. But the offense is crazy predictable right now. Nobody's afraid of any of those receivers on the other end. The Commanders are not a good football team at all, and y'all need to take advantage. Period. Point blank, period. Sam Howell or Taylor Heineke is more likely going to get his first start this week because I don't know why they don't give Sam Howell the try. Taylor Heineke literally played last year. You already know what you're getting from him. Why you don't give Sam Howell the start? Beyond me. But either way, y'all need to handle business this week because it's just not looking good for y'all. Y'all probably a first round exit anyway. I can't really see this offense getting extremely better unless you make a pivotal addition to the receiving core or unless one of these guys magically become Devontae Adams overnight. But either way, the Packers do need to win this game. They have no choice. The Commanders stink. They won last week, but they played the Bears. The Bears stink too. Don't worry about it. But I got the Packers winning this one 24-17. All right, so next up we got the Colts versus the Titans. Look, I don't know why they're getting these divisional games over so quickly. These teams literally just played. I didn't even realize that I completely forgot last week that the Colts and Jags already played before this, and the Jags whooped them. These divisional games are getting over real fast for the South. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, look. The Colts already lost to the Titans, so I'm going to pick the Colts to win this one. They need it for the division. They got to bounce back. They already lost to the Titans. I mean, granted, it's probably not that simple to say. Like, the Titans can get the win, of course, but I think the Colts have just found a way to, grind out some pretty gritty, tough wins, man, and it's going to be another one of those here. So I got the Colts winning this one 27-24. So next up, we got the Texans versus the Raiders. Look, there isn't really much of an analysis here from me. I think it's pretty plain and simple. The Raiders are going to win this game. My Texans theory is still pretty valid. Granted, they did get one win, but I still think they are tanking. They're not really looking for, ways to continue to, find ways to win. So I think it's pretty simple here. The Raiders are at home. The Raiders have a much better team. They need to win. It's as simple as that. I got the Raiders winning this one 27-20. All right, so next up we got the Jets and the Broncos. Look, I am so happy that Robert Saleh's got these boys looking pretty good, fighting for some wins, man. Look, I was really hoping that Robert Saleh was a really good hire for the Jets. I loved him as a defensive coordinator for the 49ers. I loved his energy. He's a real character coach, man. Just, rallying the troops together just to be able to come out with big wins, and they really got a big win against the Packers on Sunday. They play the Broncos this week, and I promise you they are more confident than ever, especially after watching that Monday night game. The Jets' defense is probably licking their chops looking at this dude, Russell Wilson, play football, bro. They are going to absolutely demolish him. Sauce Gardner and DJ Reed are going to have Judy and Cortland Sutton on Alcatraz. They're going to have them on the island, man. Seriously. Like, it's going to be bad. I think it's going to get pretty bad for these Broncos this week, man. The Jets offense... I think they still have things to figure out as far as the passing game goes, getting Garrett Wilson and Elijah Moore involved. But Breece Hall is that dude so far. He's proven to be, that guy that everybody was hyping up over the offseason. And the Jets themselves just fight. They compete. They're always, like, every single down, they do everything they can to make sure they're winning the possession, man. I like it. They have a lot of dog in them, man. The Jets have nothing but fight in them, and the Broncos have absolutely nothing. They have no fight in them whatsoever. They have no dog in them. I think they are all pissed at Russell Wilson at this point as one of the worst contracts in the NFL right now, man. Seriously. That contract does not help Lamar Jackson at all. If Russell Wilson can get paid that much to stink it up, Lamar deserves $300 million at that point, man. It's really bad. It's really bad. But Russell Wilson is just looking abysmal week to week. Like, it's just getting bad. He keeps wanting to do this fucking let's ride thing, dude. You got to kill that. You got to kill that. Stop saying that, because at this point, man, it's only making you look worse. You just got to kill that at this point. You need to get a win. You're not going to get a win here, though. No. The Jets are going to kill y'all, man. As far as I'm concerned, the evidence that I've gotten from the first 6 weeks, or the film that I've gotten from the first 6 weeks of football, man, proves to me that the Jets are just way more competitive, and they are going to kick y'all ass. They know that for a fact. The Jets are licking their chops looking at this matchup this week, so I got the Jets winning this one 26-17. All right, so next up we got the Niners versus the Chiefs. Look, like I said, the Falcons were able to take advantage of a depleted Niners defense last week, and while the Niners do still need to rest up, I wouldn't necessarily rush them out for this game. I'm picking the Chiefs. Yeah, the Chiefs. Yeah, no. It's a pissed off Patrick Mahomes, man. He definitely wanted to win that game last week. He had a good performance. He just had a couple mistakes, mental mistakes with some interceptions. So I know Patrick Mahomes is going to want to be on get back this week. I know them Chiefs are going to want to come into the Niners Stadium and absolutely kick their ass. I think they are successful in that mission, and I think they end up beating the 49ers 30-17. All right, so next up we got the Chargers and the Seahawks. Look, the Chargers hopefully are getting Keenan Allen back. They definitely need him because they don't have their guy to break apart the zone defenses. They don't have Keenan Allen is that guy who can get in between the zones and honestly space the offense out a lot more. They need him pretty badly. Hopefully he's coming back this week, but if not, either way, the Chargers need to win this game because, one, although the Seahawks had a great performance against the Cardinals last week, their defense is still ass, and Justin Herbert is still that dude. And Austin Eckler is coming alive, man, week by week. This dude is being able to ball out. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Austin Eckler as far as a fantasy perspective, too. But just football in general, he's coming alive week by week. He's looking pretty good. And I got the Chargers winning this one 34-24. Now, I don't know who scheduled these primetime games for this week. Well, except for the Thursday night game. But the Sunday night and Monday night game is absolutely ass. I don't know who scheduled those. But for our Sunday night game, we have the Dolphins and the Steelers. I just don't know who would schedule the Steelers without Ben Roethlisberger on a Sunday night. Why would we want to watch that? I don't want to watch Kenny Pickett on a Sunday night. Nor do I want to watch Mason Rudolph on a Sunday night. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Tua Tagovailoa, sure. Yeah, why not, right? Those are good. That's a good offense to watch. Very explosive offense to watch. Why am I watching them play the Steelers? I have no idea, but here we are. Either way, I believe Tua should be ready for Sunday. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to be ready to be out of that concussion protocol. If not, either way, they should still win because the Dolphins have explosive weapons on that offensive side, and their defense is good enough to stop Mason Rudolph and Kenny Pickett. Like those, no, the Kenny Pickett and Mason Rudolph just ain't it. Like they did beat the Bucs last week, but that's because whatever's going on in Tampa Bay is just a mystery to me. But Miami's got their stuff together. I know that they can win this one, and they will win this one. I think the Dolphins get it done 27-24. No, it's not that close. I don't know why I said that. It's going to be 27-17. And last but not least, for our Monday night game, we have the Bears versus the Patriots. I don't have much of an analysis here. Bill Belichick, do what you've been doing all season. Kill the shitty teams. Kill the shit teams. You know exactly how to expose bad quarterback play. That is a bad quarterback. Well, that is a bad quarterback on that side of the football. He's just not ready. Justin Fields isn't ready for whatever you have prepared for him. Patriots, do your thing, dominate. They win 30-17. Whether Zap or Mac Jones is starting on Sunday, either way, the Patriots got this in the bag. Ramondre Stevenson is him. The Bears just ain't it, man. It's just ain't it. This is a pretty simple one. 30-17, Patriots. All right, guys, and those are my picks for Week 7. Look, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's your biggest blowouts? What's your biggest upsets? Which of my picks don't you agree with? Which of them do you agree with? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Let's get a conversation started, man. Football season is here. Well, no, I'm sorry. Football season's already been here. I don't even know why I said that. Basketball season is here, though. That's what I meant to say. And we're just excited. We're getting into that time of the year where it's just all sports all the time. The best time of the year, guys. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is your guy in the chair. More content coming to you soon.